everybody, it's Chloe de Mercier, the Victory Roll. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. So, as you can see, I have nothing on my face. And what we're going to do is, you will of course have seen by the description, but we're going to try and do an almost full face of kimchi. So I went to see Kimchi at Work the World, and Kimchi had mentioned that their makeup brand was going to be at Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada. So I went and I looked at my local stores. I'm in a small part of Vancouver, Lower Mainland area, and they didn't. And I asked them, and they were like, "Yeah, you probably have to go to Vancouver or somewhere bigger." So I went online and I saw that they had them online, and you spend a certain amount, you get free shipping. And I'm like, okay, we'll think about it. And then I was running around London Drugs, and what did I see? At first I saw a little display, and I'm like, oh, they have some kimchi, not very much. And then when I turned around the corner, they had a lot of kimchi. So anyways, my local London Drugs is carry kimchi. So very excited. I have some products from them before. So I bought some new things, and I thought I would use some old things. There's something that I'm going to retry that I had issues with, but we'll talk to that when we get to there, or once I finish my description. But I originally had, so the first thing I ever got was this here, and it was the Rainbow Sharks palette. I had gotten this as a gift from one of my best friends for my birthday, and this is the color story here. It is mostly neutral, so if I've been looking for neutrals, this is one of the now 3 neutrally palettes that I have that I would go to, and they have some beautiful colors here. So like that pink matte and pink shimmer, and the blue matte and blue shimmer are amazing. And then the next thing I got was, when I saw this, I had to have it, and this was the Kimchi Virgin Mojito palette, and it is one of my favorite yellow, well, mostly green, but with a little bit of yellow leaning palettes. Oh, I guess I could show it there. Beautiful packaging. I know some people said that, like, Teresa's Dead, I believe, had a reaction to this, but I didn't. I love this palette so much. As you can see, I have a lot of divots in there. I mean, I think the only color I haven't used as much, though it is very pretty, is the Teal Dream. But it is gorgeous. But the other colors in here, I've used them a lot, and they may have little pans, but I think they go pretty deep because I've used this quite a lot and I've not hit pan yet. So yay me. So there was that. And then I had previously tried, and now I have rebought, is the Stage Proof Matte Setting Spray. I might have got this as part of my birthday gift as well. Yeah, I got the eyeshadow palette and I got this, and I loved it, but it's always been a little bit, like with shipping or whatever, even through Beauty Bay, a little bit too expensive just to get the setting powder to me, or the setting spray to me. But now that it's in London Drugs, there we go. And then other than that, what have I got? And then a few other things I've got, which we'll be using today. We've got the Multitask Superstar. So this is the Most Concealer. I have this in white. I have the Puff Puff Pass powder in lavender because I like lavender powders. I had bought a lip gloss and a, what is it? One of the eye charts in green, of course. And then lastly, and this is the problematic product that we're going to talk about, and this is a really good foundation. Now, Elena Glam loves it. She is a few years younger than me, maybe almost 10 years younger, maybe 7 years younger than me. So maybe her skin is a bit more for it. And it was too light in color originally, but I do have some, where do I have them here? Color Effects drops. I got them in a medium, and I've been using this to fix my dose of colors. And now this. So I'm thinking I might have got it pretty close. When I tested it on my hand, it looked pretty good. So I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try it because it's in a, whatchamacallit, better shade now for me. And I think because it looked drying on my skin, I wanted to make sure, which I did today, I have some really good skincare. And then I'm going to, of course, use, which now has decided to hide on me, there we go, my e.l.f. Putty primer, and this one is really good. And though it's not the hydrating one, it is pretty hydrating. So I'm thinking that if I, with good skincare plus a whack of this, hopefully this will help. And I may even spray some setting spray and let that set before I do a powder, because I don't know if this is this combination together, because I found this one can be a bit drying, but if I use it with a really dewy foundation, I've decided I do like this. So I'm going to see if I play around a little bit. I'm going to see if I like this a little bit better than the 2 times I've used it before, especially now that it should be closer in my shade. So I want to do a voiceover for most of this, because this will make it a faster video that way. So I just want to quickly go over some of the other products. I have tried the gloss before, but I have never tried a lipstick or lip pencils from Kimchi. I think maybe these came out afterwards, but I do. So I'm normally not a neutral girl, but I kind of liked these shades here. So this one is an MBL 13. So I've got this, and then we will see it. And then this one, can I easily read what this is? It is the matching one. I can't, I will again put it up on top here. But anyways, it's the Yum Your Unicorn mouth lip liner pencil. So I got the two that looked to be matching, or very close, that you can match them together. I decided to try the Stage Proof Liquid Liner. I had just finished my Too Faced. My Queen Herbie Beauty is almost done, or Queen Beauty is almost done. So I thought I could, even though I have another liner, I thought I could throw this one in. And then I looked at these when they first came out, and these are the Glaze To Go duos, and this is a green and a neutral one. As you can see on the outside there, we'll look at the pack as we're using it. But when I was online, I was like, I don't use duos a lot. It's very old school, but I really liked Color Story. And now that I got to actually see it in person, let's just destroy the box. Since I got to see it in person, I thought, you know what, let's try it. Let's try one of the duos. And there we go. And it was just, this packaging is so cute. And this is just called number 6. And I don't know how many they had released at the time. And then it was just a nice green and a neutrally shimmer. So I thought we could play with that today. So now we've had this really long opening. We've looked at everything we're going to do. Let's see. I don't have a blush and I don't have a highlighter. I'm going to see if maybe I can maybe make one of the shadows work. If not, because I did look, they have beautiful heart-shaped ones, but the colors that they had in stock were not colors that I know I would get use out of. And the one highlighter I liked was beautiful, but I just bought so many highlighters that I thought I just can't condone buying myself another one. So except for bronzer, blush, and highlight and brows, I think everything is going to be Kimchi. Yes, I was gonna say and setting spray, but no, I got a setting spray. So we are now going to go on to doing our eyes. So now on to voiceover. Okay, so we are grabbing the concealer / eye primer from Kimchi. I picked the white one originally because it is nice and bright, and I thought it would be great for bright colors. Couldn't find my brush, so we're using our finger. It's a nice, thick formula. Really quite like it. I may have taken it a little bit too high, but we will see. I've using, of course, my favorite Sephora tape to get our favorite eye shape and hopefully not to bleed any color. So we're using the lightest shade in the palette. I was too lazy to write down the color, so if you have this palette, it's the lightest shade in the palette. And I was just using this to kind of blend up on the top a little bit since my, I went a little bit high. And then I took that green color that I'd mentioned earlier out of the Virgin Mojito palette, since I hadn't used it very much, and I thought I could use that for a little bit of a base and to set down the primer. So now that we've got that done, we're going to go into our new little duo palette. There was very little kick up in the pan, actually none for the matte shade, so that was great. It does take a little bit of building. This is definitely a more everyday type formula. I wouldn't use it more as a, how do you want to put that, as for really super specialty looks. I think these duos, but it is a really pretty green shade. So I'm going to use, of course, the Kimchi setting spray. And for our shimmer, the shimmer at first didn't have a lot of kick up, but when I took it a little bit light, it went on the eye a little bit light, as you will see. But of course, we're going to spray it. And yeah, so this as well is
just your traditional shimmer. Again, this is really good for people who only want a little bit of shine, I think. Try it with our finger, see to get a little bit more. It's nice. Oh, here's my favorite part, is always taking off the tape and seeing how crisp the edges are, especially with the crinkly old lady eyes. So we're just going to do the bottom, and we're just going to take that green shade that is in the duo, and then we're just going to use that to do the bottom. I did try a little bit in the waterline just to kind of see how that goes. Now, I haven't really used this Charts one, and it's my favorite color. I don't know why I haven't done. I thought just pop that little bit of that into the inner corner, see if we get a little bit of shine. This is definitely more an eyeshadow. But again, I'm trying to use a lot of these products that I got for this look. So I thought, why not, since I don't have a green shimmer in the other palette. Some e.l.f. to prime our skin for the foundation. I'm trying to make it as loomy as possible because this one definitely does go down in lines and things. I do like the packaging, however, but I'm hoping maybe I can figure out if third time I can make this work with really good skincare and not originally setting the foundation once I have it on. I decided instead of doing my normal loose powder and then pressed powder after, that I would skip that one step to see if I can make this a little bit more loomy. And now we're just going to quickly do our brows. I'm panning this one, pan the other, so I'm very excited. So there we go, brows done. Just look a little weird on this, still slightly too pale base. Then there is the Color Effects bronzer that I'm going to use to bronze with my Trixie Mattel brush, which I really, really like. Yeah, this foundation is still too pale, but do I want to keep it? Not sure. So just using some NARS Orgasm. It's been a favorite recently for a little blush color. And then I love the Not Lucent palette by Blend Buddy. So we're using the shade Phenomena, which is a pinky multi-chrome shade. And yeah, there we go. Yeah. We're too pale, but I really do like this pink shade. It is so pretty. And now we are just using a bit of the powder to set, like I said, and then some setting spray to set the sucker down. And this is a very good setting spray. It really does do the trick and keep your makeup really settled. I do quite like it. And what do I think? I'm not so sure. Yeah. Not so much. Okay, so now we're going to go and do the liquid liner. Now this is another one, who'd believe that I would think this, but wait till you see here. It's very cute packaging. I really do like it, and I really like the color. I like the shape. It does feel good in the hand, and it's got a beautiful, beautiful thin brush, which I thought I would really love. Spoiler alert. So for doing a thin line, it went on really, really nice. I was quite super positive about this as I was using it, but it is kind of sticky, and because that brush is so darn small, it does take quite a while to fill in and get the shape. A lot longer than ones with a thicker end. So I think my kind of gripe with this is the really thin end for me. And yeah, you want to keep your eyes open a little bit while you're waiting for dry. But after that, the sucker stays put. I've had it on for 4 hours now, and it's great. So some mascara as per usual. One of these days, I really got to start playing with all the lashes that I have. And yeah, so there is that so far. And now we're going to work on the lips. So like I said, I've never tried their liner before, so I'm quite curious how this was, and I'm very much enjoying this. It is the perfect consistency, not too hard, not too soft. Lipstick, and yeah, it was a quite neutral color for me, but again, I wanted something different. And I guess if I do a really bright eye look, it would be nice to have a neutral look. Look at that packaging. I like that with that little dot on there that you kind of press down, and then you get your lippy. And then you have the Kimchi logo imprinted, and it smells like old school lipstick. I guess like an old Revlon or something. So that's okay. It doesn't all have to smell like candy. Pretty color. And then we're going to pop that back in, and then we're going to go to our last step, which of course is the gloss. I've had this gloss before. I really like this. It is not too sticky. So let's go on to the end.
Okay, so here we are back with our final look. Did my hair, put on some of my new fun earrings, and here we are. I know, I gotta clean my shirt off some more, but so what do I think of all the products? I will have probably also, while I was filming, made some comments, but let's start with the one that I wanted to retry again, and that is the foundation. I think I could probably even use a couple more drops, but I still don't think I like it. So it's better this time. So not putting the powder on, because normally I put my foundation on and then I set with a powder, and then when I buff I use a pressed powder, but oh, hair in my mouth. But not setting it and just using a little bit of this to buff, I think has helped it. I think at first I was thinking maybe if I go out today, I'll redo my makeup, but I think I can live with this for today. But for me, and I have normal skin, that's the one thing menopause has given me, is pretty much normal skin, not oily, not too dry. But maybe because it is just older skin, this is just not for me. So I gave it the college try. But like I said, some people like it. So I'm going to say if your skin is probably more towards the normal to oily, this might be the thing for you. I don't think it's good for super normal. I don't think it would be good for dry skin. And yeah, make sure you get your right color. That was my fault. The Puff Puff Pass powder. Again, this is another one that I've been retrying. It's in my project pan. And like I said, for when I have a really dewy look, it's great. I like it for that. Again, if you have a super matte foundation or something, I don't know if I would use this, but that's me. Everybody's skin is different. I know so many people love this. So I'm going to say I like it. Where I'm going to say the foundation for me is a straight up 3 out of 10. This I would say maybe a 5 out of 10 for me. So like I said, I can make it work, but I can't use it all the time. But again, that's personal preference. So there we go. The eyeshadows, I love them. So these two palettes, I use a little bit of that green for helping set before I put the darker one on. So that way I use a little bit of that one I haven't been using. And then again, to kind of set near the top, I used a shade out of here. But I've been enjoying these ones, basically can say for years now. So that is good. This little one is cute. As you'll have seen in the video, it didn't really have any fallout in the matte. A little bit in the shimmer when I first did it, it seemed a little bit light, so I went in a little bit heavier. So it did kicky up a little bit more, but it was because it's nice and soft and nice and picked up really good. This is a cute little quad. Again, if you just want a simple look, these are fine. These are like, I would say, oh, are you okay, honey? Oh, cat with a hairball. Yeah, so if you're into very simple makeup and you want I was gonna say a one and done, but a two and done, these are really, really, really cute. I normally don't do duos, but like I said, I really kind of like that color story, so I thought, okay, let's give it a go. Shimmer is just your normal type of shimmer. I wouldn't say it was a fantastic shimmer. It's just an old school, normal shimmer, normal matte. It's nice. I think the quality in here is better. And I think even this was an improvement over this, though this was really good. This is okay. I liked it. I'm not unhappy that I bought it. With the setting spray, I love, like I said before, it was just a case of getting it at a price that made me happy. I normally don't like glosses, but this one was really, this is good. I like it. If you like a gloss that's not too sticky, just gives a little bit of shine, this is great. I didn't really use this too much. I just put a teeny bit in my inner corner. I definitely have to try this as an eyeshadow. So the jury is still kind of out on this one. I'm just grabbing things as I'm grabbing them. I do like this as an eye primer. I haven't really tried it as a concealer because I bought the white one to do more vibrant looks. And yeah, Yeah, I think maybe a normal primer would have been better with these eyeshadows, but generally I really like this one. So there's that. Let's leave those for last. And then this. Okay, my complaint with this is that the brush is too fine. If you want to do a nice light line or really light, really crisp work, yes. But if you want to do a thick wing or a bigger wing, it's going to take you a while, as you will have seen. And it is a little sticky. So I would recommend maybe doing one eye at a time and then maybe keeping your eye open while it's drying, because it is a little bit sticky and I had to get in there a few times. I'll have to play with it more. This is first go. But like I said, I'm surprised that I said that, but yeah, I think the brush is a little bit too fine if you want to do different works. I would suggest if she had one that was for fine line work and one that was a little thicker for doing thicker wings, then that way people can get what they like better. But there we go. But right now I'm enjoying it. We'll have to see how it does for the rest of the day. I had to fill in a little bit as I was going along because, like I said, it was a little bit sticky and the brush was a little thin. Right now I think it's looking really good and it's staying put. So, but if there's anything else, I'll make a comment below. I'm going out. I'm not going to be editing this first. So if, something happens while I'm out, then I can put this in while I'm editing. And then the Marshmallow Butter Lippy and Lip Pencil, like it a lot. I really like the pencil. It was just like, at first I thought, it's a wood pencil, but it's one of those, it is one of the ones you sharpen, but it's, I don't know how to explain it. It's because it's with the plastic case, because it doesn't turn up. So, but it's nice and soft, but it's not too soft and it's not too hard. It is, for me, the perfect in between. I really enjoyed this. And so far, I'm really liking the lipstick. I like the component a lot. The smell is like traditional lipstick, like old school Revlon lipstick, which is kind of comforting and familiar. Like I said, I really like the packaging. Color's pretty nice too. It's not normally my color, but like I said, I wanted something a little bit different. And then I only had a choice of, I think, four shades that they had still in stock. And red, again, I have 12,000 reds. So I thought, let's be a little bit different, but I'm liking that. So there we go. That is me re-looking at Kimchi Beauty, retesting that foundation, and yeah. You can see I made the lights so you could super see everything. You can see what it looks like without, making the light, making your skin look as perfect as possible. But when I looked in the mirror or whatever, that's fine. Like I said, I can live with it today. So anyways, that's it for me. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends and rediscover makeup together. If you wanted to hit that notification bell, then you can know when I upload. And always behave, make good choices, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.